I'm sliding with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ken Lobo.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm scared. Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm going to run you over. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Second and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Ready.
Now Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Ready up. 56. Months 56. Hey, pick your game up. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog, that's the way. Jet! 22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down.
It's our time.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Kill. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Joker.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now watch one. Switch.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Out. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Redskins nothing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hatchet.
Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Check 99. Check. Lucky. Go. Mike 55.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Dolphins take over first.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a look.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long They'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Set hut. 18 Gator.
56.
Hey, set hut.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to float this into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Check one out.
On first down, Gibson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, look at that. Switch to SOS.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. They'll run on first down. Gibson. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And again this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On first down, it's Gibson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Check hot route. Hot. Neutral, poker. Deuce.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Go. 6 guys. Check 6. Squeeze. Showing it. Let it go.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
1 yard gain.
Single.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31.
You got tight. Right there. Check 9.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
A gain of 13 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a backbreaking first down.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I'm going to hit you all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down, Haskins.
Here we go.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up. 61. Match box. Mike. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 1, 2, 3.
Check nickel.
Go. Motion. Wise motion.
Haskins will throw. Off the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Balaj. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Redskins.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Ready, go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Howard has the first down and then some. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from the 1. Running with Howard, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Redskins take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Back and go full strength.
Check it backer. Check it backer.
Let's go. Come on. Mike 55. Mike 55. Shut up.
Haskins to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
On first down, Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here we go with Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the curl.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Brought in over the middle by Grant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
90, Wolf, 56. I know he ain't got it. Go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Go. Let's go. Big series right here.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.